Let's go. This is week 14, the game of the week. We have the Indianapolis Colts, who are traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're both in the AFC South. Right now, both teams are 8-4. They're tied for the top of the division, but the Jacksonville Jaguars have the tiebreaker. They have the better conference record, so they are technically number one. This game right here is for all the marbles. It's a big game. Like I said, it's the AFC Championship Division lead, and a lot of bragging rights on the line. So let's jump right into it. Let's see who's going to win this game and take the AFC South title for the time being. Starting off, you're going to put this stat right out here because I think this is something that everybody should know. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. It's a long time coming. So I think that this is going to be, if anything, a monkey off their back kind of game if they were to win. The Jacksonville Jaguars, even though they said all the time that this Jacksonville Jaguars team has not beat this Indianapolis Colts team, but that's just something that they can hang their hats on, the fact that Indy has not been able to come down to their home stadium and win while they've been there. So Trevor Lawrence has never lost to the Colts in Jacksonville, so that's a good thing. But I will say that this game in particular feels a little bit different. The Colts are coming off of losing 3 out of the last 4 games after starting 7-1. They're 8-4. While the Jags have been slowly ascending under the tutelage of Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen. The offense is finally taking shape for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're finally getting a little bit of run game. Their passing game is not really doing too much, but their defense is ferocious. They got a great pass rush. Josh Allen Hines, he's been making a name for himself, career leader in sacks for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's been terrorizing quarterbacks all year. On the other side of the ball, the Indianapolis Colts, they have started off hot at 7-1 with an historic pace of their offense, but lately, they have slowed down dramatically. They went from not punting in the first 4 or 5 games to consistently punting over the last 4 games. Their offense has been stagnant. I think most of it has a lot to do with the health of Daniel Jones. He has a fractured fibula, which he's going to continue playing with for the rest of the season. It's more so like a pain tolerance thing, but you can see that the mobility that he's showed early in the season has not been there. He's basically been a statue in the pocket now. That kind of limits what Shane Steichen and the offensive coordinator can call. Technically, more realistically, the offense has been either Jonathan Taylor or bust. So we'll see how that plays out in Jacksonville. Speaking of Jonathan Taylor, the stats that he showcased versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, like one being in Jacksonville versus being in Indianapolis, is staggering. Check out these stats. 4 games that he's played at home against the Jaguars in Indianapolis. In Indianapolis, he's had 546 yards and 4 touchdowns in 3 games. Now, in 4 games that he's played in Jacksonville, he's had 172 yards and no touchdowns. Now, just thinking about it, when he's at home, he averages 182 yards per game with 4 touchdowns in 3 games. But when he's on the road in Jacksonville, he averages 43 yards per game on the ground with no touchdowns. So the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know what it is, something in the water down in Jacksonville, but they've been able to slow him down. I think that if you slow Jonathan Taylor down, you have a great, significant chance of beating the Indianapolis Colts. It's kind of like as he goes, the offense goes and the team goes. So we'll see how that cracks out. But on to my prediction for this game. Like I said initially, the Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. That's since Andrew Luck has been there. We had a slew of quarterbacks since then. Since Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, none of them have been able to get the job done. I kind of expect it's going to be more of the same this year, especially with the injury to Daniel Jones. So the Jacksonville Jaguars are 1.5-point underdogs, but I would still actually go with them and pick them in this particular game. They have a lot of momentum. Like I said before, the Indianapolis Colts are kind of going downward, while the Jacksonville Jaguars are kind of trending upwards. I kind of think this game is going to be a situation where if the Colts do win, it will only be by like a point or, at the most. So we'll say go with the Jacksonville Jaguars to actually win and cover the spread. That's my pick for the game of the week on week 14. Let me know if you agree with it, you disagree with it, you think the Colts are going to pull out the upset. But I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars to pull out the upset in this particular game and beat the Indianapolis Colts at home once again.